Team mobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing. Wobbing. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbing.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Power Rangers Weekly here on my channel. So I was watching the 2017 Power Rangers movie the other night, as if I don't watch it enough, and something interesting caught my attention. How is Jason able to obtain his power sword so quickly after literally just becoming a Power Ranger? And as usual, before we get any further with this video, if you guys are new to this channel and you're a Power Rangers fan or you're just a pop culture fan in general, be sure to click that subscribe button and click the little bell icon so that you guys can be notified of everything that I do on this channel. And let's get started.
It's morphin' time.
Like I just said a second ago, literally right after the gang morphs into their armor, Jason was able to obtain his power sword pretty quickly and pretty easily, it seemed like. So why was Jason able to obtain a weapon when the other Rangers didn't? And while I don't have an exact answer, I have a few theories on this. At first I just kind of brush it off like, well, Jason's the leader and well, maybe the special effects team and the director thought it'd be cool to have that happen right now at this time. I think the Rangers' suits in this movie respond to willpower. Does that make sense? You know, picture the Power Rangers suits being kind of like a Green Lantern ring. You know, it responds to willpower. Whatever they think and whatever they want at that exact time, the suits can make it happen. I don't think Jason necessarily meant to obtain the power sword right at that moment. I think he was still experimenting with his suit and what he could do with it. And he was kind of thinking, oh, a weapon would be cool right about now. And then, well, it just kind of appeared and he had it. But then also, towards the end of the movie, remember when Jason returns to the command center and he has the power sword and he demorphs. And Zordon says, you should keep that, you've earned it. Meaning it must take a true ranger and a true leader to be able to summon a weapon like that. Kind of made me think that Zordon is probably the only other ranger to be able to do it. And now Jason's able to do it. Which I'm not gonna lie, Jason is a badass. I mean, he straight up bitch slapped a bully in detention and he made it echo. I'm kind of hoping now that in the sequel he bitch slaps Tommy the same way because I think it would be epic and I think he would deserve it. And now back to my first theory about the Rangers' suits being kind of like willpower. Basically, they can all do it, they just didn't know that they could do it at that time. Like I said, they literally just became Power Rangers. So they were experimenting with their suits, with their armor, what they can do, what they can't do. So they can do it, they just don't know that they can do it. Kind of like they didn't know that they teleported after the train crash. They can teleport, they just don't know that they can teleport. So I think once they realize that they can all summon a weapon, they'll be able to do it, and they'll be able to do it with ease, without hesitation, and just like kind of instantaneously. And they'll be more powerful. And it's kind of like the whole situation with them being able to operate the Megazord. They all didn't know that they had to work together to do it. And once they did do it, once they figured out that, you know, they each control a separate piece of the Megazord, they were able to do it with ease and it became a lot easier to them. And now speaking of that, guys, real quick, I have seen people mention the fact that the Rangers were able to operate their Zords perfectly when they had never drove them before and they had literally just become Power Rangers. And I noticed it too in the movie. And I noticed that Billy wasn't able to do it, and I have seen people point out the fact that Billy wasn't able to do it as good as them, but there's a reason behind that. There's a really, really good reason behind that, and I know what it is, and I will talk about that in my next video. But back to the topic of Jason's power sword and the suits being based on willpower. Now that Hasbro has officially announced a sequel to the 2017 Power Rangers movie, I think that we'll be seeing the Power Blasters. I think we'll be seeing a lot more weapons. I really want to see the Battle Axe that Zach has because it was my favorite in the 90s TV show and I really want to see it in the sequel. And obviously with the Green Ranger being a part of the sequel, we're going to see the Dragon Dagger. I am actually curious to see what the Dragon Dagger is going to look like in the sequel and the sword that Tommy had. I think that would be cool. I think that would be awesome and it would be epic to see Jason and Tommy fight with their weapons like that. Oh, that'd just be awesome because Jason's gonna win. He's gonna win because he's a badass. What do you guys think about my theories about Jason being able to obtain the power sword? What are your guys' thoughts on it? Did you even notice it? Did you even care? I mean, did you even care, honestly? But if you do, let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. And like I said, be sure to check out my next video because I will be talking about Billy not being able to operate his Zord as good as the others. So be on the lookout for that. I will get it up as soon as I can. And thanks for watching.